giving back to the community. It all goes into their pocket and they don't help anybody.
I read the other day something that the
Yeah.
average cost of an apartment over New York City right now is $4,500.
You mean?
Who the hell do you know that can pay for that?
You mean rent?
Yeah, rent. The
You might-
average rent for an apartment over there.
You might as well go into the suburbs and mortgage a house.
Well, buy a house, yeah.
Buy a house.
Yeah.
Why? Because it's a big tourist trap. It's the Big Apple. Everybody wants to come to New York City. I mean, come on. I mean, I told you the story about my friend going to an Italian restaurant in New York for a steak dinner and paying like $32 for a friggin' steak
wait
dinner.
a second. Did he not have quality?
It was Honey, the artist that draws.
Well, what was that gentleman saying the other day? When you were bitching about a buffet or something, and he's talking about...
quality.
You don't know nothing about quality?
I know nothing about quality. Yeah, that's why I go to good buffets and I only eat the expensive food in the buffet. I'm sure conservatives that own restaurants don't like that. It's too damn bad. Yeah, he was bitching that I don't know quality. In other words, he was supporting...
All you do is complain about the price
Yeah,
of it.
he was supporting the fancy schmancy fusion gourmet restaurants that give you the little baby portions and the little swirl of sauce, artistic swirl, and the big plate with nothing on it.
A little garnish.
Just a little garnish. He was defending them. He was being a big mouth that had to stick his 2 cents in. An internet flamer that with nothing better to do than to talk shit and to talk nonsense instead of listening to the content of what we put on the air. You know, there really is a great deal of numbskulls in America.
Well, those kind of people...
Especially online.
We can do without listening to them. Okay?
Yeah, you know what?
Don't listen.
I don't even...
Do me a favor. Don't listen.
Listen. Don't listen to it.
Yeah.
You notice the people that complain the most always watch us? Always watch our shows? But you know what? I got to the point where if somebody posts something idiotic, I don't answer anymore.
Good.
I've become bored with answering these people.
You should become knowledgeable that it doesn't do any good.
But some of the comments are so preposterous that it shows that they have not truly focused on the content of what we have to say on our shows. They go off half-cocked and they just blurt out idiotic statements that have no merit, that have no backing.
Right. When it comes down to it, all they are doing is giving you their opinion. And opinions are like
assholes.
Assholes. Everybody has one.
Everybody has one. Do you have one?
I have one, yes.
All right, let's knock off one more.
No, I don't have one more. I got one more here, but I don't. I was speaking about something else.
Oh.
I was saying that
being
I
that-
have an asshole, yes.
Oh.
I am not one, but I have one.
The Levity Bells. I think, you know, I have several more of these old-fashioned jingle bells. I think I will add them all. I will put them all together, and I will have a mega cluster, an archipelago of jingle bells to further annoy people.
The Food and Drug Administration, again,
Oh, gosh, here we go.
has approved a first-of-a-kind breast cancer medication
Yeah.
that targets tumor cells while sparing healthy ones. Oh, that's a good idea.
I've heard
no?
about, what the hell is that? Proton therapy they're advertising?
I don't know. For the only proton therapy I know about is the acid blocker.
Yeah, it's not, it's a certain type of energy
Proton
that
pump
is
or whatever.
directed at the cancer cell with no
Well, what
side
about-
effects or damage to surrounding tissue.
Well, Dr. Rife was doing that tens of decades ago with
What?
his Rife microscope and his treatment for cancer.
well, why couldn't they
which
use
was
it?
done on vibrations and different light frequencies, etc. I mean, that's like Tesla, baby. All the stuff is laws.
conveniently.
Who knows for what reason? but
Maybe it's
lost.
all up at Area 51, being kept under lock and key.
I don't think so. I think it's just lost. Because this is what happens when you parcel out certain privileges for certain people, and it doesn't go along with their schmatness. And what happens is, like when they die or whatever, their schmatness goes to the grave with them.
You notice how quick the government ran into his New York City hotel room after he died, Nikola Tesla?
But what part of the government?
They confiscated all his...
I know, but what part of the government, and where are they now? Is anybody working on those things now?
We're not told.
Because certainly I know of no one who is working on free electricity for the individual.
That's what Nikola Tesla invented way back when, during Edison's time. But I think J.P. Morgan was backing Thomas Edison, went for the concept of selling electricity to the public, where Tesla had free electricity for all with the tower, the Tesla Tower.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Profit before people.
Profit before people. A really unbelievably important man in the 20th century, Nikola Tesla. Well, the end of the 19th century and the first half of the 20th century. Nikola Tesla.
The drug Kadcyla.
Godzilla.
Kadcyla.
Okay.
Kadcyla.
Cadzilla.
From Roche.
Hoffman LaRoche.
Cockroach. Combines the established drug Herceptin with a powerful chemotherapy drug and a third chemical linking the medicines. The chemical keeps the cocktail intact until it binds to a cancer cell, delivering a potent anti-cancer, anti-tumor poison. You see, again, here's the problem, though. Woo! Cancer is not just a tumor.
No.
It's a systemic problem, as Reich pointed out.
Mm-hmm.
And many of the other cancer doctors, Issels and Ravici and etc. It's a systemic thing. It's not just the tumor. So these kind of therapies all, okay, fine, but just targeting the tumor is not the answer.
Well, I am sure the cancer patient also has a suppressed immune system.
Definitely.
And possibly a toxic, heavy toxic accumulation in the colon.
Environment, yes.
The gastrointestinal tract, down in the colon, his intestinal walls are probably impacted with toxins. The villi, which are required for absorption of nutrients into the bloodstream, are packed down, matted down with toxins.
Cancer researchers say the drug is an important step forward because it delivers more medication while reducing the unpleasant side effects of chemotherapy. This antibody, yeah, goes seeking out. It goes seeking out the tumor.
Yeah.
And gets internalized and then explodes them from within. So it's very kind and gentle on the patients. There's no hair loss, no nausea, no vomiting. Dr. Coley helped conduct the key studies of the drug at Chicago facilities. The FDA approved the new treatment for about 20% of breast cancer patients with a form of the disease that is typically more aggressive and less responsive to hormone therapy. These patients have tumors that overproduce a protein known as HER2. Breast cancer is the second deadliest form of cancer in women and is expected to kill more than 39,000 Americans this year.
Wow.
The approval will help Roche's Genentech unit. Isn't there a subsidiary? Isn't Genentech in New Jersey? I believe. I'm not certain.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me. Merck is in New Jersey, right?
Merck is in New Jersey. Roche is in New Jersey.
Hoffman LaRoche, yeah.
Genentech unit build on the blockbuster success of Herceptin, which was long dominated the breast cancer marketplace. The drug has sales of roughly $6 billion this year. Genentech said Friday that Kadcyla will cost $9,800 a month.
Remember what we talked about before, about the over 100,000 for the other drug?
Compared with $4,500 a month for Herceptin. I think this is the drug we've spoke about before, because $9,800, 800 times 12 is over $100,000 a year.
Do you see the racket that's going on here? Do you see the scam? Do you see this? Highway robbery? This is corruption in its worst. This is usury and corruption in its worst form.
When your life is at stake.
Under the capitalist system. A good education and good health care should be rights, not privileges, in a free democracy. Like I said,
if we had one.
If you had one. Man, we are living in the end times, Dr. Bill. I am so convinced. I am so convinced. So, I mean, if prophecy is fulfilled, the United States will go down the tubes because of the curse. And, you know, I know the United States keeps on borrowing money from mainland China just to keep its head afloat. And, you know, I know in the news yesterday they were mentioning that the economy is stimulated a little, like 3 or 4% per year. The jobs are coming back, but very, very small.
The job report yesterday
amounts.
was 7.5% unemployed.
Of unemployed?
That does not include those who have given up.
True.
Who are working part-time when they would like to be working full-time.
That are forced to work part-time, yes.
There's probably 25 million people out of work.
Yeah, and there is job saturation with every industry has way too many applicants applying for the same job. Too much oversaturation.
Oh, the corporations love that. To pick and choose.
And you know what jobs have been created? Jobs that require college degrees and a professional training. Not the jobs that the average mainstream American is qualified for.
There's a commercial for Big Apple. BigAppleSomething.com. It's a job placement.
Well, there's Apple One.
No, this is Big Apple.
Big Apple, okay.
Big Apple something.
They're all professional jobs that are available.
No. The commercial says it's a guy and he's talking to the girl. He says to the girl, "Well, what kind of a job did you get from BigAppleSomething.com?" She says, "Oh, a retail job." Big friggin' deal.
Big deal. Hey, you know, I saw a job recently. Hackensack University Medical Center was advertising for a hospital security officer. They had the nerve to require a bachelor's degree just to be a damn security guard.
Rent-a-cop. To be a rent-a-cop.
A bachelor's degree? Give me a break. No wonder the people can't get a job. And then you have all these teabaggers that say, "Oh, you're a bunch of lazy bums. Oh, you don't want to work. You don't want to work."
I saw it.
There's no jobs, huh?
I saw it building and coding the other day in the paper.
Yeah.
Job.
Yeah, but they want 5 years plus. A lot of them want 5 years
why
plus.
Why did workforce put people to work
Experience.
for $4,000 to get that the building and coding experience?
All the tech schools on late night TV saying demand occupation, medical billing and coding, or
medical assistant,
or medical assistant, or automotive technician. You're not a
Wait.
mechanic. You're not a mechanic anymore. You're an automotive technician.
Oh, yeah. See the titles? Worthless. They're worthless. Titles. You
Yeah,
know,
that's
in,
like-
in the old days, you know,
Subterranean engineer, Ed Norton, whatever.
Yeah, yeah,
he
yeah,
work in,
yeah,
he
yeah,
works
yeah.
in a sewer. Yeah, the honeymooners. He's a
or
subterranean
sanitation engineer.
sanitation,
It's
a garbage man,
Yeah.
sewer worker, subterranean.
That's what they used to do in the old days. They'd say,
Engineer.
I'll tell you what, sweetheart. Instead of a raise, I'll give you a title. Okay, you're now assistant secretary to the boss.
Oh, that's good for your resume.
Yes, yes.
Oh yeah, but you don't get extra money.
No. I can't
Well,
do
when
that.
you're
Can't
on
do that.
salary for corporate America, you are not making much money, even though you think you are when you go on salary, because the company makes you work, God, what, 60, 70 hours a week? Or
And they don't call it overtime anymore under George W. Bush, you see? So you don't get paid
You're
for
working for free. Anything over 40 hours as management in corporate America, you're working for free. There's no time and a half. You're working for free. You're on salary now. You're a
Well,
sucker.
you-
Sucker with a title.
You see what they want to do with the interns.
Slavery.
Free labor, baby! And in the prisons.
You get school credit as possibly a senior in school. You work for free, and guess what? When you graduate school, they just get more interns from school, and it goes on and on and on and on.
What about those who want to become doctors and they're residents? Same thing,
No, they get paid in the hospital.
but they're used. The
They're
resident could be on 2-3 days without any sleep.
oh yeah, they make you work
Yeah.
insane hours, so they can squeeze as much profit as they can.
Out of you.
That whole internship concept is a scam to get free slave, almost slave labor.
Yeah.
It-
They
it-
just
it-
don't call it that, that's all.
No, now you see how sneaky conservatives are with capitalism? Anyway, thank you for joining us for Progressive Discussions, and we'll see you next time. It's been a real super hard-hitting show this week, Dr. Bill. It's been really heavy duty. Oh, what topics we covered.
Yeah. We'll see how many people watch the show.
a nipple.
No, that's smoke out of a steak.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's pollution.
Yeah. Anyway, say so long to these
So long, people.